Hey guys, good morning. Welcome back to Toops Time. You're watching our daily vlog series called The Daily Grind, and this is episode number 20. Hey, don't forget guys, if you're looking for something specific in this video, head down to the description and don't forget to check out our timestamps to help you go to the exact part of the video you want to watch. Man, it seems like I just started this series yesterday and we've already done 20 episodes. It's crazy. Today is wedding day. I'm starting the day off with a smoothie because it's a whole lot faster than eating breakfast in there with mama and the kid. And I'm heading over to the venue barn to make sure everything's nice and ready for the people who are coming this morning. Not milking Autumn this morning. We decided to skip that step because I had quite a bit to do before people arrived this morning. So hang out with me and see what we have going on wedding day. So one of the first things we do is come over here, make sure all the lights are on, turned up all the way, make sure the ACs are on as they're supposed to be. Same thing in the restrooms, make sure all the lights are on in here. Double check your toiletries like toilet paper, paper towels. Sure am happy to know that got to the bottom of that septic problem that ended up showing its nasty stinky face during our last wedding, because I would be stressed to the max if I was still dealing with that type of stuff. But back to just the normal stuff. Something else we like to do here before people get here, we have all these Scentsy candles that we like to light up. And you just wouldn't believe what type of difference that makes. It sounds silly, but people will walk in here and be like, man, it smells so good. And try to just activate all the senses of people for whenever they show up to one of these events. We'll have our phones hooked up to the speakers, surround sound, playing some low-level Jesus music. It's usually like worship music whenever they show up. And if they don't like it, then they can change it, but that's what it is whenever they first show up. Try to set the tone for my day, and a lot of people will show up and really appreciate it. We'll get a lot of good comments about that. The people who don't like it don't say anything. They just go over there and change it to whatever they want. It's not church day, I know that. It's a day for a big party. But a lot of people, despite that, like to start their day off with Jesus just like us. Something else we've had to add to our list since we started milking cows is coming in here and putting a little lock on our refrigerator, because we didn't do it for the very first wedding that this refrigerator was here, and they found a reason to slam pack this with stuff and move our milk around and actually take a couple of things of the milk out and set it on the counter of all things. People do the darndest things, so now we just lock this and make sure they know that this is off limits. This is the fridge that they're supposed to use, not this one. Another thing we'll have to do before every wedding is I get out here with the blower and blow all the concrete off. I did that yesterday about midday after I was done weed eating, and it still looks really good, so we won't worry about doing that this morning. But look at this place this morning. Wow. Going to just be a beautiful day for a wedding, I think. They are showing some chances of storms later on. Low chances, but they're still there, so I'm sure the bride's gonna be a little freaked out until those chances go away. But that's just the nature of things. That's how it goes. They'll freak out until they get some confirmation that those storms aren't gonna ruin their day. And then they'll be fine. But even if the storms are here, got this huge building right here, and people can get married inside just like they get married outside. last thing we gotta do, get this sucker cleaned off. A lot of times, or most times, I'll pressure wash this thing, but I did it right before the last wedding. So I think a good, just high pressure hose spray off should be good enough. And then I'll put the tire shine on it, put the leather conditioner on the seats, make it look really nice. Because this is actually what we used to shuttle people on wedding day from the parking lot. I believe this wedding's starting around 6 p.m. Tell you what, we got home yesterday from the grocery store and I wanted to do a little bit of recording. At least that was our plan, but it is getting dark quick. You know that time change is going to be coming. It's getting dark a whole lot quicker than it has been. So 6 o'clock is going to be a really nice ceremony time. Ceremony site should be fairly shaded at that time. So assuming that storm stays away, I think it'll be really nice. Done cleaning this mule up. It's about time to go open the gate. They said they weren't arriving until around 9 o'clock, but you never know with people, so I'm just going to open it at the time that they paid for, which is 8 o'clock. We do shut our gates. Our gates stay locked at all times. If we go outside of our gates for 20 minutes, we shut it behind us because this is private property. And people don't really understand what that is nowadays, it seems like. People just drive up here all the time. So anyway, heading out to unlock this gate. This is going to be a test for the sheep. Not really the sheep, mainly Pippa. Because this is the first wedding that I've had them on 2 wires, and Pippa she stays in there with the sheep at all times until usually I go visit them and I'm leaving. Then she'll hop that 2 wire just to come follow me back to the house, you know, which I don't ever let her go that far, but I've never had her actually just sitting there at like all the sheep are right over there, just sitting by the gate. They're not actually sitting, the sheep are eating, but Pippa's just sitting. And I'm interested to see if she's just gonna try to hop that fence because she sees people over here, you know. Hopefully not. Hopefully she does her job and heads back with the sheep. They actually look like they're walking back to their watering trough right now. She's just laying there though. I really didn't want to have to put any type of drag on her, but I may. I could just run a 3rd wire, but that's money and time. And the sheep don't need it, so it's kind of ridiculous that I'd have to run a 3rd wire just to keep a dog in them. So I may end up putting a drag around her neck because she is a hoppy dog.
What's Daddy out there doing? Daddy's working. Are we gonna help him work today?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you earn if you help him park cars? What are you gonna earn? You're gonna earn what?
Money.
Money! Mama said she'd give him $1 if he was a big, big helper today. You gonna be a big, big helper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Can you say good morning? Say good morning.
My puppy.
Your puppy? I got him right here. You want to see?
Yeah.
You see your puppy? Oh, don't you give him all my love. Don't you give him all my love.
Oh.
I'm so jealous.
You put me, Mom. You put me.
Well, just right here at the gate, I added a third wire just now. No, it's not to keep the sheep in. It's to try to keep Pippa in. The sheep are happy. They're eating. They're very happy. Pippa is interested in everything that I do. She jumped once this morning. She never, oddly enough, she never tries to jump this wire. It's always this. But she was trained to this wire, not this coiled up wire. So I'm wondering if adding this wire here at the top, it's another 10 inches up. Not that she can't clear it, because she actually cleared that 42 inch net fencing. She cleared that when we first got her, like 2 or 3 times. But she seems to be more scared of the single strand wires. So we'll see if that works. If it does, we may just end up doing what I didn't really want to do and putting 3 wires around the whole paddock. Not because it's a problem if she gets out. Ultimately, I actually think she might go back. I mean, she always seems to go back to her paddock. But I've got a wedding venue. Can't let my cows get out and roam around. I can't have sheep roaming around all over the place. And I sure as heck can't have a jumpy dog that I can't really control very well running around all over the place. She seems to listen pretty good. She's just wants to be around us. And she's been like that since day one. We didn't spoil her. I do go out there and I'll pet her while I'm in the paddock. I was told that I could do that. And I do that to let her know that she don't need to be scared of me, because if she does get out of the paddock and she was scared of me, I'd never be able to get her back in. So we're gonna see how this works. All these girls think I have them some food. I don't. Might go in though and pet Pippa and just hang out with the sheep while these people are doing their morning rehearsal. Hey ladies. How y'all doing? Hey Pippa. Come here. Hey, I'm in your paddock. I can love on you in the paddock. Yeah. Just don't get out of that paddock and I won't have to throw you back in. It's a good girl. I know you protect these girls, but you gotta also listen to me. I'm the boss. It's a good girl. It's a good girl. It's a good girl. These sheep are alive because of you. I know that. I know that. You're doing a good job. This one's like, I need to get over to my other sheep, but you're standing there, so what do I do? I'll just watch you pet Pippa. I know, don't jump. Don't jump. Don't jump. Got to learn not to do that. Don't jump. Don't jump. Hey, sheep, sheep, sheep. Hey, sheep, sheep, sheep. Hey, sheep, sheep, sheep. I'll come back later with some alfalfa. So our garden's way over there. This here is actually a trellis that I had for our first grape vines that we ever bought. They didn't make it. They got eaten up by something. Now, we also had kiwis here. That kiwi now looks dead. That one, they all looked great before this late frost that we had this year. That late frost just killed so much. These are actually wild raspberries that we got from a trail that Jesse's parents took us on. And they are taking really well. These are tomato plants that I was just trying to find somewhere to put them, so I put them over here. Now, interesting thing with this. Notice a lot of the leaves are eaten up on this. You see, missing leaves, very bare looking. A lot of the tomatoes themselves have been completely eaten up. Well, surprise, surprise. Hornworm, how about that? Yep, and this is not the one I'll be picking off either. Out here, I've done picked about 6. That was a small one, actually. I've done picked about 6 really big cutworms off. I guess that makes 7. Maybe pushing 8 now, I don't even remember. But we had 1, I think. Maybe 2, pretty much zilch amount of cutworms in our huge plot of tomatoes over in our garden this year. And I think, as we said in another video, that is mainly because we had a bazillion and 1 marigolds planted around our garden. And as a companion plant underneath the tomatoes, we had basil, and basil's super, super strong smell. I mean, you can smell the basil and the marigolds when you're 30 feet from it. And that's just us. I mean, humans don't even have that great of a sense of smell. And I can't imagine what the bugs and the animals smell coming from that garden. But it has helped a ton, and that's proof right there. Who does send the wind our way, Asher?
Daddy.
Daddy don't send the wind.
God.
God. You thank the Lord for the wind?
Yeah.
You got some dirt? Oh man, that's some dusty dirt, huh? It's really dry.
Is this lion? Making butter.
Are you here to go to work?
Yeah.
Okay. What are you gonna make if you do good?
Money.
You gonna make some money? Everyone's getting here. About to get started here shortly. Ceremony's all over. I'm about to head out to the cows and put Maple up for the evening. All the girls are coming in. Hey, pretty girl. You didn't have to go anywhere, huh? So I was right by the food source. I knew it was time. Hey. Alright, got Maple in here. Actually letting me love on her. She's a good girl. She went up like a dream tonight. Actually, I parked the truck a little too far right of the fence, and whenever I was guiding her in, she just lackadaisically walked between the fence and the truck instead of around the fence and to her stanchion or to her stall. But I went behind her, petted her, actually pet her head too, and just kind of, and she just started walking. Walked right into her stall, fed her, and then she let me pet on her. Looks like she's starting to warm up to people. That's great news. I don't get bukus, or at least I haven't tried yet, of footage at these weddings for you guys, just because, I don't know, it kind of seems like something that's private. So I try to get some of the fun parts, like with them dancing and things like that, but definitely don't want to get so much footage where they're wondering why this owner's walking around with a camera all the time, you know. They're all lining up for food. You have food underneath the veranda area right there. That's the ceremony site. They leave the ceremony site, line up, get food, and head that direction where there's a door that leads into the brown building. There's no alcohol at this wedding, and this one is actually scheduled in a little after 8. So we'll see how that goes. That means is the exit. They still have to clean up their decorations, and then we have to do all of our cleanup. But hey, if they do actually leave at that time, which don't always work out according to schedule, this will be a little bit of early night for us. That'd be great. Either way though, they have till 11 to get out of here, so you don't want to like kick them out or anything. It just is a little bit exciting. Just like if you're at any other job and your boss said, hey, I'm gonna let you off early and you're still gonna get paid for it. I don't think any of y'all would be complaining about that. This party's pretty much simmered out. We're just upstairs. We have a loft area, and once the party goes downstairs, we'll usually come up here and start cleaning this area to save us some time in the evening after everyone leaves. But as we're cleaning this, everything started simmering down downstairs. So now everyone's in full-on cleanup mode. Alright guys, that's it for today. We had a fairly early night. The wedding was scheduled to end around 8 o'clock, and it did. Got everything cleaned up, and it's almost 10 o'clock.
And we're getting a shower.
And we're done, yeah. Normally it's like 12:30 or something.
1 o'clock.
1 o'clock.
Then Cody wants to eat a full meal, and then go to
Yeah, because we eat at like 5:30 or 6 o'clock, and then we're going to bed at like 1 o'clock. I mean, I'm hungry again. It's like a whole nother half day.
And then you don't gain any weight, guys. No weight.
Nope.
Be jealous. I'm jealous.
Thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, please, and please, please, please share this video. It helps us out a ton. God bless you guys.